I'm wrapping up a series of coaching conversations with folks in our Evolve Ascent program. These are AVPs and deans leading in higher education. And as I reflect back at the conversations, there's a pattern that I notice. One of the things that has come up at some point in just about every one of these conversations is a powerful question that helps them be more effective as leaders and in their lives. The question is, would you rather be right or would you rather be effective? Now, this isn't just a question for my clients. It's something I ask myself all the time. And when I'm triggered and reactive and upset, and I ask myself, would you rather be right or would you rather be effective? Most of the time, I'd rather be right. Until I take a pause, until I take a moment. And then I want to be effective. I want to think in the long term. I want to move past my self-righteousness into thinking, how can I solve this problem? How can I be a good parent? How can I be a good leader? How can I be a good colleague? How can I move this important issue forward rather than trying to be right? Some examples from these coaching clients, including spending weeks preparing for the argument ahead, preparing to win the argument, and then realizing in our conversation the goal isn't winning the argument, it was the relationship all along. Another client was relitigating a past injustice where she was deeply wronged and harmed, hoping that if she could figure it out in her head, she could find an acknowledgement of the wrongdoing, maybe an apology or some responsibility. But the reality is that person is long gone and doesn't think about this anymore. And if she could let it go, it would open up so much energy and spaciousness for her. Another leader was wanting to bring certainty and clarity and have the data and the research so he could come into the meeting with everything figured out. And then recognizing that didn't leave any room or any space for others' input, perspectives, or contributions. And he deeply valued that and wanted others' perspectives. So how can he set the table but invite other people to contribute? Now, giving up on our righteousness doesn't mean being passive or being a pushover. It means not just giving in, but being thoughtful about what would strategic mean in this, what would be effective, what would move us toward our collective goals, what would be most effective, not just in this moment where I might feel good about myself or score points or have a victory, but what in the long term is going to best serve the organization, the relationship, and me as a leader. As humans, we're going to get triggered. We're going to be upset and we're going to feel reactive. Our face is going to get flush and we're going to want to lash out. It's a very human response and you shouldn't spend any time feeling bad if that's how you feel. We just don't want to make big decisions in that moment. We want to take a sacred pause, a breath, waiting till tomorrow, waiting till next week, returning to the argument with your sibling in a few weeks. Now, this is a very simple question. Would you rather be right or would you rather be effective? But on its own, it doesn't serve us very much. What you need is the practices to slow down, the self-awareness, to navigate, to take that breath, to not lash out in that moment when we're feeling reactive, but to slow down and think about what would effective mean. We also need the capacity. What are my values I want to turn to? What is my purpose here? What is really, really important to me that I don't want to get lost in this moment? In our Evolve program, we help you deepen and broaden your capacity as a leader and build the capabilities to navigate moments like this. Those tools are incredibly helpful when the pressure is on and we're feeling reactive and we want to move toward a better version of ourselves. When I'm working with my coaching clients and they're in a really difficult situation and they're not sure what to do, I often ask them, what could you do in this moment so that in the long run, you're proud of yourself? Now, the long run might be 3 days from now, and another situation it might be 10 years from now and everything in between. But if we ask ourselves what is convenient, what is easy, or what might make me feel good in this moment, we'll come to different answers. But if we ask ourselves, what will I be proud of in the long run? We might need to do the hard, unpopular thing. We might need to compromise or sacrifice when we really don't want to, but in the long run, that's what we'll be proud of. So the next time you're triggered, you're upset, and you're feeling reactive, use the practices to slow down. We call this the leadership superpower of slowing down. So you can move into conscious choice and choose what would be the path to be effective for you, for the relationship, and for what you're trying to accomplish. Try this shift the next time. And if you'd like help navigating this, let's connect.